Hello everyone, and I'm back for another Dragon Stompy video. I'm gonna keep this hand because it doesn't have a turn 1 Blood Moon, but it has a turn 1 Training Sphere, which is all. Actually, I can turn this into a turn 1 Blood Moon. By exiling the Fiery Confluence. But probably turn 1 Training Sphere. Actually, no, he can fetch a basic if I turn 1 Training Sphere. I'm gonna play out the City of Traitors here to save me 2 life points. Because if they're not, because if they're not a blue deck, they're not gonna counter the Blood Moon, and it doesn't make a difference. So Scrubland usually means, well, it could be Black-Red Reanimator, but they wouldn't fold to a Blood Moon. So I'm gonna assume it's like Dead Guy Ill, maybe Esper Stoneblade. Any of these 10 cards could be good. Probably don't want all of them though. Probably want to get the Trinity Spheres because they're a fair deck. Snagging Bridge seems good. Planeswalkers seem good. Still need to cut 7. Like, this deals with creatures and artifacts. It's probably better than something that only deals with a few things. I probably before I know what's going on, I probably want something like this. So actually I need to get 2 more. Yeah, probably like might leave in Source of Spyglass. Again, just bring it in to be safe against Planeswalkers, whatever. Could be playing Chase if they're Esper, or could be playing some kind of fair Planeswalkers like Kea or Gideon Ally of Zendikar. Probably no more on creatures though, right? Yeah. Okay, too late to change. Turn 2 Blood Moon and a Braid and like a bunch of Planeswalkers. Yeah, I think I keep this. So they are maybe on Esper if they're playing Polluted Delta. Although I've also played Polluted Delta in my Dead Guy Ale decks. Ooh, it's 4 color Deathblade. With probably both Leovolds and True Names and Stoneforges. Because it could get forced. Here I want to play the Ancient Tomb first. So in case it gets forced, at least I can play land next turn. Here either I want to upgrade the sword now, or I want to wait for him to equip. If I wait for him to equip, he has 1 more turn to draw a Force of Will. Which is a real danger. And you know, I'm gonna make him spend 2 mana to equip otherwise, but because of Blood Moon, it's not like he was gonna use his mana for something else anyway next turn. Bridge doesn't do anything here. Probably just wanna pardon me. 2 videos in a row is definitely a bit too much on my voice. They did draw the force probably, because otherwise they would have probably forced my Abrade. I feel like I just jammed more Chandras here. Try to see if I can find a land, and I did. Because this Stoneforge doesn't scare me yet. guess I might as well cast an extra one. It's very unlikely to have. Maybe he has like one basic island and a hydroblast or something. No opponent won't play anymore. Yes, I would like to play first. Last time I played this guy, I think he was on. I think he was on Hex Mage depths, like Turbo depths, which means the Blood Moon would have been better. But turn 1 Chalice against, like he could as well just be Storm and lose to this Chalice, for example. Exile this. I think I want to start for a Chalice for 0 in case he is Storm or whatever. And then Chalice for 1. It turns off our Chromox, but it's not like we are close to having any cards to put underneath it anyway. This should stop most decks, unless, like, of course, if he's Hex Mage Depths or lands, something that makes Merit Lage, these Chalices are not going to be good enough. But we also have Ensnaring Bridges in our deck, so... Ooh, now we're getting punished for this one. But yeah, but Turbo Depths also plays Petals themselves to ramp out an early Hex Mage. So I think shutting off their Petals is more important than shutting off my own Petals. And clearly, they might as well be a completely different deck. So I'm just assuming things based on what he played like months ago, which is a bad point of reference. Okay, now my own Chalice is really screwing me by not being able to cast this Chandra here. So Polluted Delta, I think that looks more like a bug colored deck. So I think Hexmage Depths, like Turbo Depths, only plays green fetches. Because they don't have basic swamp, but they do have basic forests. Or they... We'll see. Okay, they aren't Thespian stage. So they now have a second black source, like they copy their own swamp. Yeah, this is gonna end badly. This is gonna draw them a bunch of cards, and then we probably lose, unless we find an Ensnaring Bridge and they don't play decays, but doesn't seem very likely. Probably not Turbo Depths, but more like a creature-based version of it. So a mixture of Aggro Loam and Turbo Depths, probably. Ooh, he missed an attack. It's potentially good for me. I made a mistake here. I should have played out my Chromoxes first. Like, there is no way I'm ever going to be able to resolve them, and if I draw a Ensnaring Bridge now, I really would have wanted these to be out of my hand. So yeah, that was a misplay. Yeah, not beating the Silver Library, probably. I'm still gonna keep playing. Still gonna keep playing and try to discover a bit more about their deck. Maybe they reveal a few more cards. So, from the sideboards, probably want Sorcerer Spyglass against the combo. Probably take out Trini Spheres. Maybe put in some board wipes, but this has 3 toughness and has 2, but it goes up to 3 pretty quickly. Maybe a Braid is a bit better. They might put in Pitting Needles or something. Because Volcanic Fallout, yeah, it doesn't kill this. And it doesn't kill Merit Lage in case he has it. Especially Ghostlake's Return, I don't like, because it doesn't pitch to Chromox. Meaning, yeah, I want to have as many sources of turn 1 Blood Moon as possible, for which we would often need Chromox. We get attacked for 7, and next turn we're dead. Not even a board wipe can save us because we don't have the mana to cast it. Well, actually they have to go down, they have to discard to hand size, so we're gonna see a bunch more cards in their deck. Unless he only discards lands. Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize, and Hissing Quagmire. Okay, sure. GG, opponent. So in come these for sure. Chalice seems okay, but not the greatest. I could see cutting 1 if I find something better to do. He does have a bunch of Thoughtseize and such, though. He probably plays Decays, so that's why Chalice is not the greatest. Yeah, so I could cut 1 Chalice for an Abrade, potentially. But yeah, I think I'll just keep it like this. We don't really know what he's doing anyway, just like some fair land-based creature deck. I mean fair, like a mix of fair and unfair. Now with the new Blood Moon rules we have to watch out though, because he could play a Dark Depths when I have a Blood Moon in play and then Abrupt Decay it, because he has a bunch of basics. And then with the new rules, Dark Depths no longer has the counters if you play it under a Blood Moon, so it will come into play. So without the counters he kills the Blood Moon, it triggers and gets a free 20/20. Yes, we'd like to play first. I think I want to keep this. It's kind of risky if he would play something like a Wasteland, or like Ramanap Excavator seems to indicate Wasteland, or at least Ghost Quarter. But I think I still want to turn 1 Sorcerer Spyglass into turn 2 Blood Moon, because yeah, maybe he has like a green fetch land that we can hit here with the Sorcerer Spyglass. Yeah, like if you take his Verdant Catacombs, he's shut off green. That's definitely what I want to do here. Verdant Catacombs and go. I have no idea what the hell this is though. It's just a pile of good stuff, I suppose. The question is whether it's better to play Blood Moon first or Magus first. I'm assuming Blood Moon, right? Because there are more answers to creatures than there are to enchantments. Then I can resolve my Magus next turn. You never know if he top decks both the Fatal Push and the Black Source. No, Fatal Push doesn't do it. Or like Dismember, whatever. And we only lose out on 2 damage there, so that's nothing big. The Source of Spyglass really been good here. Better than Pithing Needle. Because you get to see what's in your opponent's hand. And you might just randomly shut them off completely of their 1 fetch land. Into Turak. Does that change anything? No, Abrupt Decay doesn't change anything. What else did we see? Caracas doesn't really do anything here against us. Don't remember what else he revealed. Not sure if it's... No, it's not in the chat log. Juka Bug. Yeah, he does seem to use a graveyard, but I don't think that's enough for Leyline of the Void. Maybe on the draw Singleton Abrade to kill something like a Deathrite instead of, yeah, okay, too late. So yeah, this could have been an Abrade if I had sideboarded a bit more quickly. We'll see if it matters. Yeah, turn 2 Blood Moon is kind of slow on the draw, but I can't really mulligan this either. It's like he might just not have a fetch land for a basic. I think he also, oh yeah, we also saw crop rotation, yeah. Yeah, the mulligan here clearly wouldn't have done anything because even if we mulligan to a faster hand, he would just have Thought Seized and we would have been left with 5 cards now instead of 6 cards. Maybe we could have had double Blood Moon, but and then we could have turn 1 Blood Moon still. I think that's all very hypothetical, and we were much more likely to mulligan to 4 in that case and then be left with even less cards. Maybe on the play I could have mulliganed the hand to try to be faster. Like, even I don't think I would have liked to mulligan it on the play, but like on the play you can say you get around your opponent's Thought Seizes by being faster. That's definitely worth something. Okay, which Chandra do I want first? Probably this one, because it makes red mana to cast a second one. And it kills quicker. No, I cannot cast this motto. Next turn, probably, unless we draw something, probably just plus the Chandra for mana. We'll have 5. We can play the second Chandra and play it for like activate it for 0. Try to find another land. Or we could plus it trying to look for a Blood Moon, but my opponent has a fetch land that can get a basic, and he could just float Abrupt Decay mana, potentially. Or of course they could just him to Torak me and make my choice easier. Is opponent timed out or am I timed out? Let's see. Oh, playing Wasteland, that's actually good, because he turns off the Chandra line. I could still Chandra for Ensnaring Bridge here. Okay, so here I exile this Chandra. Then I plus my Chandra for Pyromaster. Because if anything happens to my Chandras, I want to have this one still in hand. Hope to find a land here. No. That's unfortunate. It would have been a good card to draw next turn. But also this Chandra is very close to ultimating anyway, so I think I start by plussing this. In case it finds a land, then I know what else to do with this. You could of course just... oh, exploration. Play a land, which is a 2/2 creature that can attack. Now you can start attacking this Chandra, unless I play the Ensnaring Bridge. So I start by seeing what's going on there. Ooh, I might actually like that. Then this Chandra doesn't do anything useful this turn. So I'm just gonna see first what's going on with this Chandra. Nothing I can cast. And now my opponent can't float Abrupt Decay mana. So next turn I ultimate this Chandra probably, and then cast that one if I find a land. Just to start dealing the damage more quickly. Like this is 5 damage every spell. So like Ensnaring Bridge and Chandra together will be 10 damage. And that's enough to win the game. Okay, that's almost finished. By 345. Whatever. I'll first play my next match against doped as fuck, or Dope Davey or something. It's only a turn 2, but I think I gotta try it. Ooh, or it is a turn 1. Blood Moon against Basic Island is not so good. Turn 1 Trinisphere means we're gonna lose our City of Traders though. But yeah, this is a deck you need to play. You need to play aggressively. I can still drop something next turn, either Tree Ball or Blood Moon. I just lose my City of Traders, but if they're locked out of the game, that doesn't really matter anymore. Probably Miracles. Fetching a basic planes here. Huh. Maybe Show and Tell. Like this. Okay. True name. That's kind of annoying. Need to find a Ensnaring Bridge. That's my only out to discard. And true name with a sword underneath is even more annoying. I'm gonna play my second Trinisphere here to make my Ensnaring Bridges better in the future. Probably should have led on turn 1 Blood Moon there, because this does not look like a race we can win. Okay, here the upgrades should be good. So he has Hardcast Force up, so I lose if he has it anyway. I need to kill the Batterskull and probably kill the Stoneforge as well, right? Like he's gonna bounce the Batterskull. See 2 damage to each creature and destroy target artifacts. And if he counters it, we lose. Counterspell, okay, sure. We're a bit too slow. These are all a possibility. I don't like all of them equally much, because definitely want a braid. Definitely want to keep in the chalices. Trinisphere seems mediocre when Stoneforge and True Name are really good here, because they're already 3 and 2 mana. Like they might even have some Jaces. Ghost X Return, maybe not good enough. Probably not a Delver deck, so this maybe only kills Snapcaster and Stoneforge. And they do have a lot of basics as well, so something could be said for cutting some amount of Blood Moon effects. Maybe I could have cut one more. Maybe we could have got one more Magus for Volcanic Fallout. Okay, opponent is mulliganing to 5 here. That's rough. So I can turn 1 Mountain Spirit Guide Chalice, then I can turn 2 Magus, or I can turn 1 Magus. I think I want to start with oh yeah, maybe I should have gone for the Magus first. So now they get 1 turn to fetch a basic. And in case something happens to my Magus, I'll play the Ancient Tomb first, so I don't lose my City of Traders. Maybe you should have attacked first, in case he wanted to drop a Snapcaster Mage to block it, and then I could have gotten him with my second Blood Moon. Bold. Nice try, opponent. I did not forget my Chalice trigger. Batterskull. Okay, let's hope he does not have a Force of Will for my Braid. I could Fiery Confluence it next turn. But yeah, this being an instant means if I untap and draw a Chandra, it would have been good. Or even here I can just Fiery Confluence it, now that he has already used his force. So destroy an artifact for damage to each opponent. Then next turn, if I draw a land, I can Rolling Earthquake for the win. Actually, I can even do it now. I'll attack here. And then I'll just Rolling Earthquake for... He could have Daze, right? Yeah, I'm gonna keep one mana open here. This should be enough. So we saw Batter Skull, doesn't change anything. He has Bolts, doesn't change anything. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with these 60. If we draw a colored source, it's a turn 1 Blood Moon. Like if you draw a colored source to put under the Chromox, and otherwise we can still Spyglass and Equipment or Chase or whatever he reveals. Maybe even fetch land. And his Snaring Bridge should also be really good in this matchup. Please don't fetch in response. Okay, opponent knows what's going on. This is rough. Maybe I should just name a random fetch land. If I resolve my Blood Moon next turn, it's not going to be able to cast this True Name or Click anytime soon, or a Chase if he draws one, or even a Stoneforge. Like, there is not really a whole lot. So I don't want him to untap, and I don't want him to top deck a blue fetch land to get his second blue source. Huh, he top decked a Tundra. That's unfortunate for him. He's probably gonna end of turn Snapcaster to start attacking me. Then he needs to top... Oh, he top decked a white source as well. That's very unfortunate again. I think I'm still gonna Spyglass here and name Jace probably, because he can't... Fetchland won't be good anymore. Stoneforge I can kill. So you'd only lose to him top decking Jace the Mind Sculptor and another blue source. Or would he play Engineered Explosives? Yeah, I think I just named Jace here. I think I just start by killing the Snapcaster. And I'm not gonna pay more than necessary because my opponent is at a lot higher life total. And if he ever resolves this True Name, I don't wanna... yeah. I don't want him to get any hits in. Like, I mean, if I would go down 2 more life, I'd be at 9, he attacks I'm down at 7, and then maybe a Snaring Bridge will be too slow even against the True Name. Ooh, Stoneforge. For a Jitte. I'm definitely gonna Confluence here. Kill both creatures and deal some damage to him. Could have drawn a Force of Will, in which case we were kind of screwed. See, I could see naming 2 here, because cantrips don't do a whole lot, like they could dig him deeper. But Stoneforge would be annoying, and Disenchant would be annoying. And Snapcaster even. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be ballsy and put this at 2. Which means I can't cast a Chalice for 1 anymore, because Chalice for 1 has CMC 2. Snaring Bridge. Who's gonna force it? Okay. Pitch True Name. Probably a good choice. Another Better School. Sure. At least he already forced my Snaring Bridge, so we should now be able to kill his... Playing out the petal there. Maybe I shouldn't. In case he does have a daze, I would have preferred it to be met by the Simon Spirit Guide. So yeah, definitely destroy the artifacts. And then the question is whether we want to destroy the Jitte or not. Yeah, I think the 2 extra damage isn't worth it. It could be a very strange situation where him having the Jitte makes a difference. Like if he draws a basic island, clicks us end of turn, then equips the Jitte. Then like he attacks for 3, and then next turn he attacks for 7 instead of double 3. Gonna name a Chandra here. Torch of Defiance. Oh yeah, of course he can still bolt, because I have my Chalice on 1, on 2 I mean. Question is here, I could deal 6 to him, which doesn't achieve anything. I could kill the Pithing Needle, but I don't know if it's good yet. So I think it's safer to keep the Confluence in hand for now. Oh wait, he does have double blue here. Now we could be screwed. I think I'm waiting one more turn, but yeah, definitely now having killed the Jitte means I have one more turn to top deck something. Could still have... Ooh, maybe I would have won. Oh yeah, I can just end of turn click and then... Yeah, I would have won if I had Fiery Confluence last turn. But now I'm 1 mana short. That's really, really unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can only deal 4. Oh, he does not have the click. Maybe he shuffled it away. That means he could have a force of will, or he could click me in my draw step. So I need to cast this for 6, and at least we'll have a draw. And he could have won. I mean, he can still counter this, of course. Yeah. GG, maybe he just top decked the force, otherwise I would have lost anyway, but... Oh, so close. Yeah, definitely burnt him 1 turn earlier. But there was the Rolling Earthquake was a card I didn't think about yet, so... Fluffy Pingo. Meh, turn 2 Magas on the draw. Kind of slow, but I think I still gotta keep it. Against an unknown opponent. Ooh. Yeah, definitely too slow now. Turn Grizzlebrand. Yeah, we're not winning this. I'm gonna concede so my opponent doesn't know what kind of deck I'm on. Because if they see Dragon Stompy, they probably know they play Leyline of the Void. While if he thinks I'm a blue deck... Oh, 1 second, there's someone at the door. Hallo? Ja, ik heb nog niets naar beneden gedaan. Ik heb nog niets naar beneden gedaan. Nog niet. Nee, ik heb nog niets gedaan. Ja, ja, dat mag wel. Ik heb gewoon onderbroek aan en die soort. Yeah, just got to quickly finish sideboarding. I have a friend coming to pick up something. Put in these. Take out some of these. Hallo. Ida is wakker dus. Ah, oké. Ja, ik zit even... Ja, dat maakt niet uit. Ik zit toch in een spelletje. Ik zit toch juist in een spelletje, dus... Nee, ik dacht dat jij pas van de middag ging komen, dus ik dacht ik zal dat straks wel...
Ja, ik had een beetje schrik dat hem zo ging slecht worden was of zo.
Ja, maar je hebt dus een programma van 4,5 uur gezet.
Ja, blijkbaar.
Maar heb jij dat per ongeluk veranderd of was dat de bedoeling?
Ik heb gewoon aan die knop gedraaid. Want ik dacht dat moest. Ik dacht, ja, dat ziet eruit als katoen. En klik. Dacht ik dat ik katoenen bloemen had gezet.
Ah, oei.
Dan moeten we een keer zeggen welke dat is.
Normaal staat dat standaard wel op dat katoen, maar...
Ja, ik weet wel dat ik er zo heb gedraaid.
Ah ja. Bah, maakt niet uit. Het zal extra poper zijn. Ja. Maar dat was zo... Deze is wel katoen, maar katoen intens.
Ah, katoen intens.
Ja, katoen intens. Dubbel zo lang.
Wauw, maar ik ben intens. Goed. Thanks, schat de Molly.
Bye bye. Yeah, a friend came to pick up her laundry, so I couldn't really talk for a moment there. You could still have show and tell, and then this Iona is gonna be really nasty, because they're the blue version, not the black-red version. Maybe Grixis, maybe they play both the red package and the blue package. He puts a card on top and on the bottom, so he found something that he likes. He probably just took the polluted delta so he could fetch a black source. So maybe I should have played Magus last turn. Because now he has more options. I'm gonna name Jace the Mind Sculptor here. Sometimes they play it in the sideboard. Also, them not being on red, like otherwise I would keep the Siemens Spirit Guide in hand against a Stronghold Gambit. But in this case, yeah, I definitely want to play it out to increase my clock. Ooh, he can hardcast Force here, that's definitely good. Maybe I should have seen it coming with him casting the petal there. I'm assuming he's on the show and tell backup plan, and I don't really have a solution for that. I think. Like even Trini Spheres aren't really good against show and tell. Nope. Opponent has nothing. They're not on black-red. That means Blood Moon is maybe slightly better than I thought. Like it seemed to be doing some decent work here. And Trinisphere is probably a bit too slow on the draw. So at least they bring in 1 or 2 Blood Moons. Yeah, they play Pittles as well, so actually Blood Moon isn't the strongest. Yeah, one's finished. Okay, this hand is very bad against him having show and tell, but I think you can't mulligan a ley line opening hand, even though it means like all my hand is a ley line. He probably plays Echoing Truth instead of Chain of Vapor, but I'm still gonna put in all of them anyway, because it's just too funny. I mean, I could have mulliganed and hoped to fight only one Leyland. Yeah, opponent said achievement unlocked. This is definitely an achievement. Falsies take my Blood Moon. No, careful study. Okay, we already got rid of one Grizzlebrand. That's something. And turn 2 Blood Moon might be good enough if he doesn't find a basic island. I mean, it might shut him off the show and tell for a while until he finds a petal. And it also makes, even if he finds a basic island, he's only going to be able to play one spell a turn. Like, he can't go Preordain into Ponder, or like he can't double cantrip, basically. He puts the card on the bottom, and oh, he double bottoms. He could have a Daze here, but I think I just have to go for it. I mean, the upside of being able to completely lock him out is just too big. He did not have a Daze or a Force. Yeah, City of Traitor means he definitely plays something like a Show and Tell. So that means I should play Chalice on 3, but I'm very far from achieving that. So I might as well put it on 1 here. Maybe he draws an island and a cantrip, for example. There would have been merit to keeping one of the ley lines in my hand in case I drew a Chromox. Like, it's a potential mana source. Now I'm definitely going for the Chalice on 3. It does shut off a bunch of my own cards, But I just have to race against him resolving a show and tell. And this is exactly where the ley line in my hand would have been good. We did find the petal. Show and tell. Got something into play? Nah, I don't think so. We could still find a snaring bridge, I guess. We're not likely to win this. If this had been Chancellor of the Annex or whatever, we would have been fine. Okay, and he found the basic island. That's so he could already echoing truth my ley lines. Actually, a Chalice for 0 there would have been really strong because he turned off the petal line. I'm gonna put it on 2 here to stop echoing truth, because now I need, and because I also need a snaring bridge, so putting it on 3 is already too dangerous. It's already, like, even if I try to resolve something, he's already gonna have drawn 14 or 21 cards, so that's... I'm gonna put the Chromox into play just because we're already losing here anyway. Put it on red. Sure. Actually, I'm dead on board, so GG's. Draw a card. And this is definitely a rougher matchup than the Black Red Reanimator because of the show and tell. Just gotta trade my loot from last. And then click 1275. Wait, Vendelian click is not 12s. Oh no, its click is 930. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one out. Retrieve, take 3. And you're playing against Joost Speer. It looks like a Dutch name. Let's play first. Yes, turn 1 Magus or turn 1 Trinisphere. Very keepable. I think I'm jamming the Trinisphere here. He's F6ing, so he could be like Storm or something. In which case Trinisphere He's a lot better than Magus. I'm gonna assume he's on Storm. Dutch people love Storm. Definitely want those. Maybe these against Empty the Warrens. Not entirely sure. Definitely getting those against Storm. Let's see, a single volcanic. We already have Fiery Confluence actually, so. So yeah, I'm gonna work like this. Oh, we already have Rolling Earthquake as well. Maybe we don't need Volcanic Fallout to deal with Empty the Warrens. Turn 1 Magus on the draw. Probably not good enough against most decks, especially not Storm. Yeah, Chalice is a lot better. I think I'm gonna top it just in case if he would be on a deck that plays Daze. Okay, yeah, probably Storm. Maybe I should have bottomed the Spirit Guide if I was gonna commit to the opponent being on Storm line. Just being able to play around Daze. Oh, is on Belcher. Are we dead? Let's see, Taiga, Tinderwall. Okay, all of these cost 2 or more mana. So do we have a turn to beat that? Because if I put it on 0, he can't top deck any of the mana artifacts. But he already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So he can Burning Wish for Empty the Warrens, which is bad against Confluence. Or he can Char Belcher, but he can't activate. I think I need to put this on 0. And then drop my Ancient Tomb and go. Belcher seems really popular lately. Like Jeff Hoagland has been streaming it, and yeah, I think I'm killing the Tinderwall here. Crap. Never mind. Oops. I'm still gonna kill this Tinderwall though. He loses 2 mana by doing this. Okay, so at least the Spirit Guide did something. That's so Spirit Guide into Desperate Ritual, do Phyretic Ritual, drop Charbelcher. Unfortunately, we don't, because the Chromox got countered. We can't Fiery Confluence it. That's why I played the Chromox instead of the Spirit Guide, because I wanted to have. Oh, yeah. Because I wanted to have the red mana twice. Like I wanted to use it again for Fiery Confluence on his Belcher. But I might already have died if he had the. If I didn't have the Chalice. Come on, deck, just the one single red source. That's not Chromox. Oh yeah, Semi Spirit Guide into a Ritual, into Belch Me. So close. Let's see, draw a card, probably red source. Nope, the Trinisphere would have done the same. Didn't really board anything, right? Okay. Definitely want Spyglass. Blood Moon, yeah, doesn't do a whole lot. He can't cast Inner Wall of his Webraid kills Belchers as well. Probably put it in. Probably no Leyline of the Void. Okay, that's seems like a clean sideboard plan. Deals with goblins in a lot of ways. Yes, we like to play first. Turn 1, Trinisphere, yes. He probably has ways to beat this, but yeah, like Shattering Spree, but it was very unlikely. And opponent concedes, so that's gonna be it for today. See you for the next video.